This video is brought to you by ProBoxingSupplies.com, where you can get 25% off now, and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can get $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects.
Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv. We're here at Rain Training Center today. I'm alongside Joe Henle. You just got signed to MFC. You're going to be fighting in Canada August 10th against Luke Harris. Talk about, the big signing. You got to be happy where that thing's going.
Yeah, I was really happy with getting on with another major organization. It was nice to not to have scheduled fights, not always just kind of hoping and praying that somebody could get me on a card. So, I was really excited when they contacted us and they wanted to work with us. So we're excited for the 10th.
Talk about the matchup against Luke.
He's a judo black belt, jiu-jitsu brown belt, all first-round finishes. I mean, he's got a great submission game. But, my submission game doesn't, it's not lacking. So I feel like it's going to be a good battle, in that respect. And then I'm going to put hands on him and finish it. So
you feel like the best advantage would be on the feet?
Yeah. After watching some tape, I definitely feel like my big advantage will be on the feet. But, I'm also a wrestler. I really love jiu-jitsu. So if that's where we end up, I'm going to have some fun down there too. Talk
about the team here, Rain. I know you're also back up north, the long drive that you take down here. Talk about that.
For me, it's the quality of training partners. You got Mark Munoz, Mikey Gomez, Jay Silva, Brent Cooper. I mean, there's just a plethora of big men to beat on you. You know what I mean? And for bigger guys, it's hard to find that. We don't find that at every gym. So, the 2-hour drive down here to Rain Training Center to work with Mark is, totally worth it. And, that's just why we make the trip.
How many days a week do you do that?
When we're this far out, I usually try to get at least 2 to 3. When we get closer to the fight, I'll start coming 4.
So. And then talk about back home, the work you get with some high-level boxers up there?
Yeah, actually, my boxing coach, Joseph Janik, right now is at the Staples Center, in that area, working with Victor Ortiz for his upcoming fight with Josito Lopez. And he's also working with a new heavyweight, Magomed. He's 14-0, 14 knockouts. He had me spar with him the other day. He went 20%, I went 100, and he still hurt me. It was interesting to say the least. So, it's fun, but you get real good experience. And, there's a lot of good fighters. Chris Beal, he's fighting in the Bama show coming up here in about a month. He's an amazing guy. Unfortunately for me, he's just 135 pounds, so I can't, the training isn't quite there. But I work with him a lot for his jiu-jitsu and stuff, and so, we're getting him ready. And so, splitting the time between 2 gyms is working out real well.
Yeah, so talk about where you want to go with your career. Obviously, 4 fights you said at MFC. Talk about that and where you see things going.
For me, I just want to keep fighting. Being at the MFC is phenomenal. If I had an entire MFC career, I wouldn't be unhappy. For me, I just want to fight the best that I can fight at the time. And, wherever things go, you can't really, you can't guide it. This whole, business is all bent on who invites you where. So you really don't necessarily have control. You just kind of keep fighting. You beat people up, and whoever's going to pay you the most to do that, that's where you'll be. So that's the plan.
All right. Well, appreciate the time, Joe Henle. Look for him August 10th on MFC. You can catch that on HDNet Fights.
Yes, sir.
Godspeed and party on.